rousing Kundalini and the union of Kundalini. Verses 50 to 55. Verse 50. He whose nature is purified by the practice of yama, niyama and the like learns from the mouth of his guru the process which opens the way to the discovery of the great liberation. He whose whole being is immersed in Brahman then rouses the Devi by hamkara, pierces the center of the linga, the mouth of which is closed and is therefore invisible, and by means of the air and fire within him places her within the Brahmadvara. Verse 51. The Devi, who is Shuddha Sattva, pierces the three lingas, and having reached all the lotuses, which are known as the Brahmanadi lotuses, shines therein in the fullness of her lustre. Thereafter, in her subtle state, lustrous like lightning and fine like the lotus fibre, she goes to the gleaming flame-like Shiva, the supreme bliss, and of a sudden produces the bliss of liberation. Verse 52. The wise and excellent yogi, wrapped in ecstasy and devoted to the lotus feet of his guru, should lead the Kundali along with Jiva to her Lord the Paramashiva in the abode of liberation within the pure lotus, and meditate upon her who grants all desires as the Chaitanya Rupa Bhagavati. When he thus leads the Kula Kundalini, he should make all things absorb into her. Verse 53. The beautiful Kundali drinks the excellent red nectar issued from Param Shiva and returns from there where shines eternal and transcendental bliss in all its glory along the path of Kula, and again enters the Muladhara. The yogi who has gained steadiness of mind makes offering, tapana, to the Ishta Devata and to the Devatas in the 6 centers, chakras, Dakini and others, with the stream of celestial nectar which is in the vessel of the Brahmanda, the knowledge whereof he has gained through the tradition of the Gurus. Verse 54. The yogi who has, after practice of yama, niyama and the like, learned this excellent method from the lotus feet of the auspicious Diksha Guru, who is the source of uninterrupted joy and whose mind, manas, is controlled, is never born again in this world, samsara. For him there is no dissolution, even at the time of final dissolution. Gladdened by constant realization of that which is the source of eternal bliss, he becomes full of peace and foremost among all yogis. Verse 55. If the yogi who is devoted to the lotus feet of his guru, with heart unperturbed and concentrated mind, reads this work, which is the supreme source of the knowledge of liberation, and which is faultless, pure, and most secret, then of a very surety his mind dances at the feet of his Ishta Devata.